Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning, everyone. Let us start today's meditation by bowing down at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji, raising our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Let us start the meditation by asking permission, seeking permission from Shri Mataji. Right hand on the left heart, and with all humbleness, Shri Mataji, we would like to go in your meditation. We, your children, request your permission to take your name. We desire the oneness, the ekakarita with you. Mother, please bless us with the power of your love. Please give us the required state to be one with you, to be at your lotus feet. Mother, I surrender. I surrender my thoughts, my attention, my heart, my mind, my ego. I surrender everything at your lotus feet. By your grace, I am the Spirit. Slowly, slowly, the attention on the Mooladhara and the hand back on the lap. Mother, please come in my Mooladhara. For a few minutes, we will be meditating on the left, central, and right Mooladhara in silence. requesting everyone to mute themselves. Now, today we will be working on our right side for the preparation of Shri Adishakti Puja. So the attention on the right channel and the left hand towards sky. Mother, you are the doer and you are the enjoyer. Please clear my right channel. Please bless this channel with the power of Shri Saraswati and Shri Hanumana. Let us recite Shri Saraswati and Shri Hanumana mantra once. Om Dharme Vasaksha Shri Maha Saraswati Saksha Shri Hanumana Saksha Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, please bless my right side, my right channel, with the power of your love. I surrender. I surrender everything at your lotus feet. Bless me here, Shri Mataji. If you still feel your right side is not clear, you can continue to put your left hand towards the sky, or you can put it back on the lap. And now the attention slowly towards Sahasrara. We will now listen the speech of Shri Mataji, where she is enlightening us on Shri Saraswati and Shri Mahasaraswati aspect.
Saraswati is the goddess of learning, and Mahasaraswati is the goddess of knowledge, which is pure knowledge. Now, the goddess of learning, Saraswati, has got four arms. She wears white clothes because it's a sign of purity. She is a virgin. Then she has in her hand the veena. That is the instrument which was the first instrument that was created by the gods to play the classical music, or you can say the music that was appreciated by the gods. So that's one veena. And the two other hands are, one has got a rosary in the hand. In the sense, a person who is learned should be a person who should be very much detached, saintly person. Should not have too many attachments, and should not be. It always happens. A person who is a learned man, who is overeducated, not so much interested in the family, he becomes more ascetic, is very disciplined, self-disciplined, is very meticulous, is very efficient, is very right-sided, as you can call it, you see. So all that goes hand in hand. And then is in the left hand she has a book. So that means that the power of the Lakshmi gives you, the power of Saraswati gives you the full creativity by which you can create books. That also means that. But must have in the books means that whatever you are doing now, supposing we are doing Sahaja Yoga. Sahaja Yoga is, say, concerning the divine. So we must know what are in the books, means in the scriptures. We must know how it relates to the scriptures. Like it should not be something just coming like a mushroom knowledge, but it should be related to the books, means which is already written down, which is already being typed, being printed. But that doesn't mean that it is a bookish knowledge, but it is whatever you have found out, whatever you have discovered has to be related to the books, and that is the power she gives us, that she relates. Like you must have read many books where there are quotations. Even I use many quotations, and I give you now all this knowledge is already part of it, I should say, not all of it, but part of it is from the books, in the sense it is written about Saraswati and everything. So one must learn how to respect the books, especially the scriptures, and she is the one who gives you the penetration power into these books to know what is the truth and what is not. Penetration power to understand what is written between the lines, what is the subtle meaning of the whole thing. That is the power of Saraswati. This another power she has is Vakshakti, by which you give speech. She's the one who gives you the power to speak. She's the one who gives you the power to communicate by speech, by your writings, by all the drama or plays you have, or films you have, any kind of communications that are done through the power of Saraswati has that intellect behind it, and that intellect comes from her power. So even Sri Krishna has to use her power. Everybody has to use her power. Because if you don't use the Saraswati's power, then only Sri Krishna's one power is that he is a diplomat. And that diplomacy comes from the power of Saraswati. So everybody, whosoever you find as brilliant, is actually has been endowed with this power of Saraswati. The people who are worshipping Saraswati have to be detached people. Because those who are learned, those who are artists, those who are producing art and all those things, are not so much rewarded in their lifetime. So if they are detached from Lakshmi, if they are detached from things, then they just produce it for their own joy. They don't worry how much money they are going to get. So the Lakshmi's powers are to give you a great learning, to give you a great understanding intellectually, and to give you a kind of a personality that outshines others by your brilliance. But it may not give you money. It may not give you lots of possessions, but it gives you possessions which are cannot be stolen, which cannot be taken away. And she is a person of humility. So the person who is learned has to be humble. If he is not humble, then he is not learned, according to the principle of Saraswati. She has, the person who is very much learned has to bow down with the fruits of his learnings. So that a person who is learned and thinks well of himself is a person who has not yet learned fully. He is a half-baked person. And that's why a egoist cannot be a learned man. Learned man is always extremely humble. That is the sign, because she is the power which gives you humility. Not humility of a businessman, but a genuine humility she gives you. There are so many qualities, and I think I'll be able to write one day about that. Gradually you will start seeing the divine play, how things work out, how it helps you. But supposing God has brought something before you. Dr. Varlika told me a nice story about this, which is very interesting, that between the goddess of wealth and the goddess of education, there was a little conflict. We can say education, or the Saraswati, which if neglected or if too much adored can make you egoistical. In the sense that if you become a person who is after learning, you can be thrown on the other side. So this lady wanted to test the power of wealth. So she said to the Lakshmi that, all right, let's see on this person. This person was a beggar. He needed money, and very much. So Lakshmi put a lot of money in a big utensils, what we call handa, and put it in his way. This fellow was walking, so Saraswati entered into his mind. As soon as Saraswati enters into the mind, he became egoistical. And he didn't even look at that, just walked off. That was his need, but he walked off. So it suggests one thing, that when people become egoistical, start making their own plans, start making their own suggestions and images they form, then what happens? That the divine, which is trying to supply for your need, for your wants, for your solutions, disappears. This is what happens, that we do not allow the divine to have its play. This is not only on material level. It is true also on emotional level. It is true also on our physical level. But the best of all, that it is true about spiritual level also. So we should not miss the point. Let the divine play its role and we should be able to see. Like Krishna has said, karmanye adhikaraste. It is our job to do the job.
Let us continue to sit on meditation and absorb the speech that we have just listened.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा माता शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरिणी जगतजननी ज्वालामुखी माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा माता शारदा 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 हे माता सरस्वती शारदा माता शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरिणी जगत जननी ज्वालामुखी माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरिणी जगत जननी ज्वालामुखी माता सरस्वती शारदा कीजे सुदृष्टि कीजे सुदृष्टि कीजे सुदृष्टि सेवक जान अपना इतना वरदान दीजे तान ताल और आलाप बुद्धि अलंकार शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा कीजे सुदृष्टि सेवक जान अपना इतना वरदान दीजे तान ताल और आलाप बुद्धि अलंकार शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा हे माता सरस्वती शारदा 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 tadani dani tom tanana derana tadani dani tom tanana derana tadani dani tom tanana derana tanana derana udani dani tadani tom tanana derana tadani dani tom tanana derana tanana derana udani dani tadani tom tanana derana tadani dani tom tanana derana tadani dani odatana ni tatana odatana ni tata tadim dim tanana tadim dim tanana tana derana tanana dir 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 tom dir 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 dani da tragdina kadnagda da kadda takadina kranta da tadani dani tom tanana derana tadani dani tom tanana derana tadani dani tom tanana derana tanana derana udani dani tadani tom tanana derana tadani dani tom tanana derana tadani da odatana ni tatana tadim dim tanana tana derana tanana dir 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 tom dir 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 dani da kadina kadnagda kadda takadina kranta da tadani dani tom tanana derana tadani dani tom tanana derana tadani dani tom tadani tom tadani Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Devi Namo Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Devi Namo Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swami Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Devi Namo
God bless. May God bless you all. May God bless you all. May God bless you all.
Let us join our hand and thank Shri Mataji. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for all the love, all the protection, all the blessings, and ultimately for giving us our self-realization. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Let us now raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Thank you, everyone, for joining today's meditation. Wishing everyone a great day. Thank you.